All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello and welcome to the University Honors Workshop. This presentation is intended for transfer students who have already been accepted into the program, as we do not have a fourth-year entry portal. We're going to start by introducing ourselves. My name is Myra Jones. I'm one of the University Honors counselors, and I also handle marketing and media for the department. Latoya?
Hi, and my name is Latoya Ambrose. I'm a University Honors Counselor, and I oversee leadership and professional development.
All right. So we are recording this presentation in case some of you might not have been able to attend one of the optional workshops. I will be sending it forward along with a PDF of the presentation. So don't feel the need to have to jot everything you see down. I will be sending you a copy. Anything you say or write in the chat will become a part of the recording. Make sure that in order so that everyone can hear the presentation and so that we're not interrupted and we can get through the presentation in the time we have, please make sure to save your questions until the end of the presentation. And then once we open it up for questions, you can then raise your hand and we will call on you, or you can put it in the chat and we will address it there. Oops, sorry.
Okay. Oops.
Pardon. There you go.
So University Honors currently operates under three pillars of excellence. It's creativity and innovation, culture contribution, and diversity and global citizenship. All of our programming, including our courses and activities, are centered around those three pillars. So we try to incorporate the three pillars in everything that we do, with the idea that you're expected to embody all three by the time you graduate.
So we did put together some data to give you kind of an overview of what the honors population looks like. At the top of the slide, you can see our gender and college breakdowns, and to the bottom of that, you can see the ethnicity breakdowns, which are all representative of the split that exists on campus. The average honors GPA is that of a 3.73, which is well above the national average, which tends to fall around the 3.15 mark. As you can see by the GPA data, a big percentage of our students actually have a 3.5 or greater GPA.
Okay, and so some of the honors academic benefits is one is having the opportunity to live in the living learning community. There is a living learning community for university honors. There is a required one for our freshmen. However, for second years and above, it is optional. So there is an opportunity to live there, but you don't necessarily have to live in that living learning community in Glenmore. One of the other benefits is honors courses. And so they are smaller compared to other courses that you would take at UCR, which will lead to more faculty interaction. And so the idea of it is to ignite your mind and have more interdisciplinary perspectives, explore societal issues through civic engagement, and provide resources and framework in support of the capstone project. So you'll be able to get a lot more experience with the professor in that manner, which could lead to letters of recommendations and other opportunities as well. You also will receive priority registration. I know it doesn't always feel like it, especially right now with transfer students, because you guys enroll in your classes a little bit later than normal. However, moving forward from winter quarter, you'll be able to register for your classes before anyone else, since honor students do receive priority registration. You'll also have the opportunity to develop an honors capstone project. And so that is something you could do either research, you could do creative activities, you could do experiential activity as well. So you could do whatever you want. Some students do things within their major, some do something different. It's completely up to you. But it is a structured way for you to, obtain those invaluable skills that can help make you stand out for graduate and professional school.
Okay. So in addition to the academic benefits that Latoya just went over, University Honors offers a number of community benefits that you can take advantage of. Honor students will be able to interact with faculty in a variety of ways. We actually have a full-time faculty director, along with anywhere from 6 to 8 faculty fellows in University Honors that you're going to have access to and that you're going to be engaging with and networking with during your time at UCR and in Honors. We also have two faculty in residence, which live in both of the honors live in learning communities. Our student community is very close knit, and we actually have less than 800 students in the honors program, which is sounds like a lot, but it's actually not that much compared to the 26,000 students enrolled at UCR. Students will engage and get to know one another while taking classes and participating in the various activities that we're going to offer throughout the year. We have honors housing units in Pentland Hills for our first year students and at Glenmore for second years and beyond. Honor students are also provided with personalized advising. Each student is required to attend a group advising session where they can meet with the honors counselor and peers, ask questions, build community, etc. But you're also going to have the option to meet with your assigned honors counselor on a one-by-one basis. And as often as you'd like. So if you're a student that feels more comfortable, like checking in with your honors counselor once per quarter, that's something that you actually can do. Because we are a smaller program and we have a smaller caseload, we have the ability to meet with you more often and for longer. So our appointments are going to be around 30 minutes, whereas your academic advisor might not be able to give you such a long appointment because they do have such a much larger caseload.
So another benefit of being in honors are leadership opportunities. So first is the Honors Ambassador Program, who I oversee, and that is a competitive leadership program for honors students. It usually incorporates peer mentoring, student development. It also incorporates developing activities and programs for the rest of the honors population, and those students are awarded honors scholarship. We also have the University Honors Media team, and so they oversee our social media. Many of them engage in photography and take pictures for our website and social media and during events and activities. You can also do design or create reels. It's just a creative outlet for any major that could participate in. And just like the honors ambassadors, they also receive a honors leadership scholarship as well.
So a wide range of programming is actually offered by our faculty fellows that I mentioned earlier throughout the academic year. It could consist of workshops, perhaps field trips to museums, hiking trips, attendance at performances, and stuff like that. The students can participate and use to engage with that faculty, get to know them, network with them, and build those connections and again, that community. University Honors helps to connect you not only with honors opportunities, but outside opportunities as well. Often programs and opportunities that are outside of the of honors are advertised to us because they want honor students applying for those opportunities. So we will often hear about job opportunities, scholarship opportunities, research opportunities that they would like you to apply for. So we will advertise that to you in our outside opportunity emails that we send as they come in. So definitely keep an eye out on your email and look for those types of opportunities, academic internships like UCDC, UC Center Sacramento, study abroad opportunities, and the like.
And then some additional resources is the University Honors Office has a designated study space for students to come in between classes and study, especially in some of the larger study areas on campus could get a bit crowded. And so we do have a study space there. You're also welcome to use our honors classrooms as long as there's no class in them to study in between classes. There's also opportunities to engage, like Myra mentioned, those faculty-led programs. We also tend to take students to museums and outings. We've taken students on plays and things like that. And those things are all free to you. We do not charge students to go to museums and outings like that. But a helpful tip is to make sure that you sign up for them as soon as they open because they can fill up pretty fast.
So University Honors also offers a number of scholarships to students. Honors funds help support students on their research, traveling abroad, and other categories. Scholarship criteria can change from year to year, so we do encourage you to look up on our website, keep an eye on the weekly counseling email where I advertise those scholarship opportunities when the applications open, when they're about to close, etc. See what opportunities we're offering scholarship-wise from year to year, what the criteria is, and if you qualify, apply, apply, apply. The amount of time we've had money left on the table because students are too afraid to apply really hurts our soul. So please do apply. If you do qualify for a scholarship, remember that you're only competing with your fellow honor students for these scholarships. You're not competing against the university, the nation, the whole United States, et cetera. You're just competing with your fellow honor students. And some of these scholarships are cohort specific. So it may be that you're just competing with juniors or juniors and seniors, that kind of thing. So it's even less competition. So definitely take a look, put in the application, apply, and make sure that we spend all that money that we want to spend on you guys.
Okay, so this is important, your upcoming requirements for this year. The first thing you want to make sure that you enroll in now when you enroll next week, enroll in HMPG 149. So that class is all about getting started on your capstone project, figuring out what you would like to do for your capstone project, and you're also required by the end of the quarter to secure a faculty mentor. And so that class is available to you to offer you some resources to help you with that, help you find a mentor, help you figure out exactly what you would like to do. And then in winter quarter, you will complete your abstract and your proposal, and that's part of Honors 150. And as a result, you'll start to begin that process of working on your capstone. So that class is designed to kind of give you that foundation. So you kind of develop a plan for yourself at the end of the quarter as you move into starting the project on your own. In the spring, you're working on your capstone. And so that class, HMPG 198, it is an online course, but you're pretty much on your own at that point. If you find that you have a capstone that requires approval from the IRB, that is the time to get it. And so those three classes are all letter graded, but what's important for you to remember right now is to register for HMPG 149.
So there are a number of capstone resources to aid you as you start on your capstone. Relevant resource links did get sent to you with the invitation to this transfer workshop. So please look out for those links, and I will include them again when I send you a recap of this presentation along with the PDF of the slides. One of the things that you should take a look at and start exploring now, and this can be found on our website, honors.ucr.edu, under current students and capstone page, is eScholarship. Once you turn in your capstone, it will be archived in eScholarship. So all of the capstones that have been turned in since we went fully digital can be found here. And it's actually a searchable database. So you could just make sure that you click on this department when you do put the topic in the search engine so that it only searches the honors capstone and not the entirety of eScholarship. So once you're there and you've picked this department, you could search by a faculty member. Perhaps you're interested in a certain faculty and you want to see what capstones they've mentored before, if they've been a mentor before. Perhaps you want to search for capstones that have been done in the area of finance and you want to see what's been done, what those capstones look like. Perhaps you're interested in cancer research and you want to see what's been done in that area. Perhaps you're interested in poetry. Again, putting that subject in the search engine will pull out scholarships, capstones that are in that area that you can review. But more importantly, you can see who's mentored them. I like to send students here to find potential faculty mentors. If someone's mentored before, they're likely to do it again. So if you know you want to do cancer research and you pulled up all the capstones that have been done in that area, you could also see the title pages to see who mentored those projects. And that could be a potential faculty that you approach to be your faculty mentor, depending on their area of expertise. We also have the faculty mentor handbook on that page. This handbook goes over what the capstone is, what it entails, the variety of forms it can take, who can serve as a mentor, what your responsibilities are going to be versus what your faculty mentor's responsibilities are going to be. It has a lot of really good general information on the capstone that gives you a lot of really good background information. So when you do approach a faculty mentor, you know what you're talking about. But also if this faculty mentor happens to be new on campus and isn't really sure what honors is yet, this could be a great tool to provide to them so that they're aware what their responsibilities are going to be if they agree to be your faculty mentor. We also sent you a link to the undergraduate research portal. Faculty on campus who would like students to assist them on their research can advertise through this undergraduate research portal. This portal can be found on the student engagement site, engage.ucr.edu. If you go under the research section, there's a variety of information and research resources in those various pages. But in particular, that search engine is also searchable. You could sign in with your UCR credentials, and you can search by college, by major, by topic, and stuff will come up. This is one of the many resources that's going to be available to you to find potential research and a potential faculty mentor, but it's not the only source. No resource is perfect. I've heard from students that they would like for it to be updated more often. Not all faculty on campus advertise through this. So again, this shouldn't be the only source you use to find a potential faculty mentor, but one of the many sources you use. In addition to the search engine, they also have summer research opportunities below that that you might be interested in. And they also have information on where to look for potential research, how to approach faculty once you've identified research that you want to get involved in, what kind of questions to ask, etc. So a very good web page to explore. In addition to that, you're going to get access to basically we're going to provide you with a PDF. Every year, Honors reaches out to faculty on campus and asks them, are you interested in having honor students assist you on your research and work in your lab? Are you interested in serving as a potential faculty mentor? Faculty who answer in the positive are added to this list. We provide you with their contact information, their areas of interest, and PDF it all for you and provide it to you through the 149 course that you're going to be taking this upcoming fall. So once you have access to that course in Canvas through the eLearn system, you will be able to access that list once it's uploaded into the course. And then you could look through that list and see if you identify any faculty who you might want to approach to be your faculty mentor. So that's just some of the stuff that's going to help you get started. You will be introduced to additional resources through all of the courses that Latoya mentioned that you're going to be taking throughout your third year, but these are things that you can start exploring now.
Okay, so this is just a friendly reminder that you have a mandatory orientation coming up for all new University Honor students. So we will provide a mandatory online orientation module with additional information on University Honors and their requirement. It is required for you to complete that, and you'll receive an email in mid-September with instructions and the timeline to complete the requirement. So you will be able to do it at your own pace, and you'll have about 2 weeks to complete the whole thing.
So now that you are in honors, you may be wondering how to stay in honors. It really is quite simple. You just need to complete your requirements. And if you want to learn more about what your requirements are going to be for the rest of your time here in University Honors, those can be found online on our website. And we're also going to send you a weekly counseling email where we will remind you of those requirements, when they need to be taken, when they need to be completed by. So keep an eye out for those weekly counseling emails as well. As Latoya mentioned, you're going to be taking that mandatory orientation right before the beginning of the year. And they're going to go over all that information during that mandatory orientation as well. So you're going to hear this information from a variety of places, a variety of sources, but you should get all the information you need to make sure that you're successful. There's 2 statuses in honors. You're either in good standing because you're completing all your requirements, or you're getting discontinued because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, we understand that life happens, and sometimes you really do just forget, and you miss a requirement. You learn from that, right? So we do give you the opportunity to appeal once. Mistakes happen, but you shouldn't make a habit of it. So if you do get discontinued, you will get the opportunity to appeal. But once you've exhausted that appeal, you cannot appeal again. So better yet, never miss a requirement so you don't have to use that. But if you do use that, remember not to make it a habit, because you will not be given a second opportunity. We do know that, again, life happens. There's emergencies, things that are out of your control that happen that may cause you to miss a requirement. All we ask is that you keep open communication with us. If you feel that there's something that's going to get in the way of you completing a requirement, the sooner you let us know about it and communicate to us about it, the sooner we can come up with potential solutions to help you out, or perhaps to have you petition to waive that requirement or something else. So we can't help you unless you talk to us. So please do let us know as soon as possible. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be for us to help you. So please let us know as soon as possible, and let us know, or else we can't help you.
Okay, so just for you to meet the staff, since there's only two of us present today, but we do have Dr. Begonia Echeverria. She's the current faculty director of University Honors. Erin Bouchon, who's our administrative director. Joe Vaughn Smith, who's our data and enrollment specialist, and Christine Parada, who's our office coordinator. And then at the bottom here, you have all the counselors who we actually are assigned to students and see students, one being myself, Maria Rosa, Myra, and Jane Kim. And so the four of us do have a caseload of students based on last name, and you guys will have information about where your last name falls during honors orientation when you complete that module.
So in addition to keeping you informed via email and our appointments, our website, etc., we understand and recognize the need for us to be social. So we do have a strong social media presence throughout the academic year. We post all kinds of reminders. We post pictures from our events, like pictures from when we went to the Huntington, when we went to the Pantages to see the Lion King, things like that. We post links to videos, like we recorded the annual courting ceremony where our seniors get courted for having completed the program in their capstone. That's on our YouTube channel. So I highly encourage you to follow us across our socials. We do not follow you back. We do not stalk your socials. This is just another way for you to stay informed and get the information in one additional way. So if you do have social media, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or X, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. All right. So now we can open it up for questions. Please feel free to raise your hand and we can call on you, or you can place your question in the chat and we'll address it from there. Right. Have a raised hand. Lance, go ahead.
Hi. So on our the academic thing, I can't remember what it's called, but when you go to like see what classes you're required to take throughout your whole school year, and it has like the HNPG, I think it's like 150 if I'm not mistaken, and you have to take it 3 times, it says. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, your honors curriculum, you could actually see the breakdown of what you have to take and exactly when on our website on the requirements page. It breaks it down
Okay.
by year and quarter. So during fall quarter, you're going to take HMPG 149 of this academic year. During winter quarter, you will take
Yeah.
HMPG 150. During spring quarter, you'll take HMPG 198.
Uh-huh. But then after that,
After that, during your last year, which we call your fourth year, in fall, you will take 1 unit of HMPG 199H. In winter, another unit of HMPG 199H, and in spring, another unit of HMPG 199H. And that rounds out your course requirement while you're in university honors as a transfer.
yeah. So is that like the same class but 3 times, or is it different?
It's an independent study or research type course. It's basically there for you to set time aside and actually make progress on your capstone. HMPG 199H is an in progress course where you
Okay.
get a letter grade once you turn in the final product. That final product
Okay.
will be your capstone. So once you turn in the capstone in spring quarter of your last year, that when grades are due for that quarter, you will get a letter grade assigned to that quarter. And then the previous 2 units you took in fall and winter of your last year will then change to a letter grade.
Okay. Because to get my degree, it says you have to take 100 units outside your major, and it does count honors courses as, courses outside my major. I'm assuming it will only count that class 1 time. It's not going to count it every single time.
Any information like that, you would have to confirm with your academic advisor. Every
Okay.
department in college is different and has different criteria. So your best bet would be to check with your academic advisor on how it
Got
can
it.
count, if it counts towards your major at all.
Okay. Well, it doesn't count towards my major. It count for your degree, you have to take 100 units outside of your major, and so that anything that isn't a theater course will count towards that. I just didn't know if that class counts every time you take it, or because it's a repeated course, if it only counts once.
Again, this is something that your academic
So,
advisor would have to
okay, I'll ask them. Thank you.
no problem. Crystal? Crystal, did you have a question?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, yes, I have a question. This is University Honors. I was a little bit late today for this specific this
Uh-huh.
specific time portion of it. But I just have a question about like the University Honors and what GPA you have to join.
Are you not a part of the program at this point?
I don't know.
Did
I'm
you
a new student, so I don't know.
Did you apply to join University Honors as you were applying to UCR? You should have been sent an invitation if you qualified to join the program, and then there was an application process, an admission cycle. Students were accepted, were sent an invitation. If that didn't happen, the application cycle for this upcoming academic year has now actually closed. Um,
Okay.
so if you're not in honors, but let's say that maybe you're taking a second major or a minor or something like that, and you're going to be staying longer at UCR, we basically need 2 full years of commitment from you in order for you to be able to complete all the coursework and everything you need to do for university honors. So if you're going to be at UCR for 3 full years, you could apply during this upcoming academic year and join for that fourth and fifth year. Does that make sense?
Okay, I understand. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I don't have a name. It just says iPad. Would you like to ask your question?
Sorry. My name is Ariana. I was at the orientation yesterday,
Uh-huh.
but I have one more question.
Sure.
So is there like a limited amount of classes for the honors classes? Because I'm thinking of like my time conflicts.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I work from 8:30 to 3. So is there any classes after 3?
It
Uh,
depends on the course and when it's offered. Honors courses are, for example, 150 is only offered in the winter each year. We tend to offer our courses a little bit more towards the afternoon or early evening, because that's when we can get those large classrooms. But we don't offer multiple, like we don't necessarily um, the faculty fellows lead those lectures, so we do have multiple sections of that one. So you should be able to find one that fits your schedule. 149 is an asynchronous course, so it doesn't meet a specific date or time. You just have to complete those modules by the specified deadlines. 198 and 199 are, like I said, like independent research or study time where you use that time to work on your capstone, but you set that time, so it shouldn't interfere with your schedule.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah.
We do have a couple of questions in the chat. So the first one says, do you have any information on honors related internships? Um, we don't have honors specific internships. However, there's a lot of groups and programs that reach out to us because they really like having honor students as part of their internships, or they'll recruit from honors first before they open it up to the rest of campus. And so when that happens, Myra will send it out to all of the honor students, or if it's a specific group that that internship is for, she'll send it to that specific group. So the main thing is always keeping an eye on those emails. Most of the part they come from honors at ucr.edu. So I do recommend adding that as a contact to avoid it getting sent to your spam account. But always keeping an eye out on those emails, because we do sometimes get groups that reach out to us and say, hey, we're looking for an honor student for this thing. And we will send those opportunities out to you guys almost on a weekly basis. You'll see something else say opportunity highlight in the subject line, and that's usually involving some sort of opportunity or internship that a student could take advantage of. Um, and then the next one is priority advising session on September 3rd still available? I'm not sure if I know the answer
You
to that.
sign in through the orientation website, and their staff takes care of all of the logistics of all of those sessions. So I'm not aware if there's any space remaining on the September 3rd session. You would need to contact the orientation staff to see if you could possibly be moved to that session. But it's not something we would be able to do. It would be something that orientation staff is in charge of, as they're in charge of the logistics of that. Any additional questions? Okay, it doesn't look like it. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. We look forward to seeing you at the beginning of the school year. And please do take advantage of all of the, oh, did I see a hand go up? Liv?
Looks like reaction.
Oh. So thank you for joining us. We do hope that you will join us on the events that happen throughout the year at these awesome opportunities like the Huntington, the Norton Simon Museum and things like that that happen throughout the academic year. Make sure you sign up and take advantage of these free opportunities so you can continue to engage with us and network with us. Good luck on the rest of your orientation and good luck at registration. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email us at honors@ucr.edu. Bye, everybody.